What is going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the Red Tide Politics channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I hope everybody is having a good Labor Day and Labor Day weekend. So today in this video, we are going to be doing my House and Senate prediction. I have not done a House map in quite a while. There has been quite a few updates, as you guys can probably see, if you guys compare from one of my last videos. As you guys can see, Republicans are at 218 House seats, Democrats at 217. Republicans have a 1-seat majority now in my prediction. For this, I have updated a few things. As you can probably see, most notably, Maine. And I've also updated, Pennsylvania as well. I've done some margin changes, like Nebraska, Don Bacon's seat, and yeah, I've done some few changes. I have some things, but my Senate is a little more interesting. I'll get that into a minute, but I'm gonna let you guys check this out, and I'll do some of my reasoning why. So I'm just gonna go on to Alaska because this one is probably my most notable one. I had this seat really close in my last prediction, but now it is a little more harder for Republicans to win the seat. The reason why? Well, in the primary, when we had that contest, Republicans lost by 3%. And you say, oh, that's not bad in the primary. They should have won the primary, because usually in primaries, Republicans have better turnout. Well, that wasn't the case. That is why I have this seat now as lean D. This one I changed. Not really much in the West Coast, but most notably in the East Coast. One change, I did flip a seat in Michigan. I used to have this seat as tilt R. Now I have it as tilt D. Just by trends relating to my presidential prediction. And yeah. Nothing really in the South. There's nothing in the South actually at all. But there has been a few changes in the Northeast. For the Pennsylvania, I have done some margin changes. I did flip this seat to tilt D. I did put this seat in New Jersey as tilt R. I used to have this seat as lean R. Nothing in New York, surprisingly. And then in Maine, I have this seat as lean. But yeah, there's nothing really that big, because the House is a little more stagnant. That's why I don't do my House predictions that much. But I do like to do them just because I do think it's a nice telltale sign of where the seat is. I am tempted, though, to have a Democrat majority by flipping this seat. Really, I will leave that up to you guys. Do you think I should flip my House majority? Just because it really can go either way. So let's move on to my Senate prediction. This one will take a little longer. So for my Senate prediction, right now I have Republicans at 51, Democrats at 48. You probably see one major outlier. That is Ohio. You're probably thinking, oh, why did you put Ohio yet? I am torn on it. You have one trend going the other way, because I do think Trump's going to win the state by a safe margin. On the other hand, I do see that there's going to be a lot of split ticket voting in Ohio in the Senate. You're like, oh, if you have Ohio as toss-up, why don't you have Minnesota? Minnesota is much more difficult, because you're seeing these polls come out. Usually, Tester is up. These polls that are coming out have Tester down by a likely margin, which leads me to believe that is going to be a likely margin, just because if I saw that Tester was up by 1 to 2, then it would be a lean to tilt margin. That is simply not the case anymore. Used to be. That's why I used to have this seat as a tilt or a lean margin. But now, it is a likely margin. I did do some margin changes. This used to be a tilt, now it's lean. Arizona used to be lean, now it's likely. I just don't see that Kari Lake is going to win. It's super hard for her. She's down by like 6. And it's just not a good thing for her whatsoever. I did change Michigan back to lean. This one I've been stagnant on Wisconsin. Maybe that one I will put as tilt, but right now it is a lean race. Everything else has been not changed that much. I did put New Jersey as a safe state now, just because Mama Mendez has dropped out fully, and there's no, yeah. But for Ohio, really, I do think Democrats are narrowly going to take it. I think they're narrowly favored. But with trends, I do think that Republicans do have still a chance. Right now, I am torn. What I will do, I will put a poll on my channel. I'm going to see what you guys believe in the Ohio Senate. Will it be Democrat or will it be Republican? Whoever leads by next week, by Sunday next week, will be my updated prediction, because I'll do my mid-September prediction. But yeah, this one, and then I also updated this Nebraska seat to likely. That is the first time I've had it as likely. You're probably thinking, Nebraska is a huge Republican state. Why do you have it as such? Well, the guy who's running against a Republican is a very large moderate, and they believe in a lot of his policies. So, therefore, I have put that seat as likely just due to some polls that have come out about this race being within the margin of error, and yeah. So right now, I have the Senate at 51 for Republicans, 48 for Democrats. Republicans still gain control of the Senate, just because it is extremely hard for Democrats to take control. Because if they hold on to everything, it would be a 50-50. Then it would come down to the president. And that's where it becomes difficult. Because then they would have to flip, let's say, a Nebraska, which is very hard to do. They would have to flip a Texas, which is very hard to do. But yeah, that is where the state of the race is as of now. 48 for Democrats, 51 for Republicans. Let me know in the poll what you guys want to see for Ohio. I might start a new series on the 7 battleground states, which is Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, and Nevada. Talking about each state, going in just demographics and why I think it's going to go this way, so I can go more in depth so people can understand. I'm going to start that series, I don't know when, probably late September to early October, just because I'm a little busy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.